The other thing that's become abundantly clear, Browns want to make sure they are not caught short on the offensive line. Take a look at this. So these are the number of starts for the offensive linemen. Bitonio at 144, Conklin 94, Teller 75, Posick 68, Jedrick Wills 53. Then in reserve, you're bringing in guys. Afidi has 83 career starts. Brian Allen, who they just signed, 32. Adeniji has 15. James Hudson, 14. Doesn't mention DeJuan Jones, along with Whippler, Michael Dunn, and the draft pick, Zach Zinter. They are deep. And if one of those young guys, steps up and they feel really comfortable, you could see him trade one of those veterans, Afidi, Allen, for some capital. Those guys become assets because of how many starts and how experienced they are.
Yeah, I mean, even look at this year's offensive line class. Obviously, it was a very good class, but, especially in the first and second round, you saw those guys kind of fly off the board because there's always a need for good offensive line play. And I think with the Browns, we saw an extreme case of, attrition, again, being down to their fourth and fifth offensive tackles. I mean, the odds that would happen again feel very slim. But when you look at just, the depth chart, like it was pointed out there, I mean, that's about almost 150 offensive line starts for bench guys. And that's not including DeJuan Jones, who certainly could be a starter, as early as this season. I mean, I would imagine Jack Conklin gets the first shot at it, the real shot at it, because he's a vet, but DeJuan Jones certainly looks starting caliber. I think Zach Zinter could be a starter down the road. It goes back to the old saying, you can't have too many good offensive linemen. You can't have too much experience up there, and especially the way the Browns want to play offense in this AFC North against so many good defenses like we see in Baltimore and Pittsburgh and Cincinnati, although the Bengals have some reworking to do on that side of the football. It just comes down to making sure you have the depth on the offensive line. Every team wants it, and it seems like the Browns have done a good job stockpiling.